I've made many personal finance mistakes in my life, to be honest, too many to count. But through each one, I've learned some hard-earned lessons. So, in today's video, I want to share with you 10 of my greatest personal finance lessons that have essentially changed my life. Hi, if you're new to the channel, welcome! The number one greatest personal finance lesson that changed my life is that when we buy things to impress people, we actually end up with less money. I know, as obvious as this sounds, I really didn't learn this lesson until I was well into my adulthood. Morgan Housel, the author of Psychology of Money, said it best in his book, "Spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money." We're all social beings, so it's not a surprise that we all need social validation. The problem is that we often try to do this through things we buy and own, and I struggled with this pretty much my whole 20s. Why did I rent an apartment that ate up 50% of my take-home pay so I could impress my parents when they visited? Why did I offer to pay for dinner when I could barely afford to eat out on my own, just so I could impress my friends and make them think I was rich? Why did I buy a brand new car at the age of 24 with ridiculous financing so I could impress random people on the street? What's sad is that after all that effort, I realized too late that no one really cared. My parents didn't care that I lived in a fancy apartment. They were actually worried for me, saying that I was overstretched. The second lesson I learned is that your savings rate is more important than your investment returns. For years, I was obsessed with finding the next big stock or cryptocurrency that would make me rich overnight. But I neglected the basics of personal finance, saving consistently. It doesn't matter if you're getting 20% returns if you're only investing $100 a month. Focus on increasing your savings rate first, then worry about optimizing your investments. Lesson number 3, automate your finances. This was a game changer for me. I used to struggle with remembering to pay bills on time or transfer money to my savings account. Once I set up automatic transfers for my savings, investments, and bill payments, my financial stress decreased dramatically. It's like putting your finances on autopilot. The fourth lesson is that your income is your greatest wealth-building tool. For a long time, I was so focused on cutting expenses that I neglected the income side of the equation. But there's only so much you can cut. Once I started focusing on increasing my income through side hustles and career advancement, my financial situation improved rapidly. Lesson 5, live below your means, but within your needs. I used to think that frugality meant depriving myself of everything, but I learned that it's about prioritizing what's truly important to you and cutting back on the rest. You don't have to live like a monk to be financially responsible. The sixth lesson is that debt is a dream killer. I learned this the hard way after racking up credit card debt in my early 20s. The interest payments alone were eating up a significant portion of my income, making it impossible to save or invest. Now, I avoid debt like the plague, except for strategic uses like a mortgage or business loan. Lesson number 7, your health is your wealth. I used to skimp on health insurance and regular checkups to save money, but one medical emergency taught me that neglecting your health can be financially devastating. Investing in your health now can save you a lot of money and pain in the long run. The eighth lesson is that financial education is an ongoing process. I used to think that once I learned the basics of personal finance, I was set. But the financial world is constantly changing, and there's always more to learn. Now, I make it a point to read financial books, listen to podcasts, and stay updated on economic news regularly. Lesson 9, having an emergency fund is non-negotiable. I can't tell you how many times my emergency fund has saved me from financial disaster. Whether it's an unexpected car repair or a job loss, having that cushion gives you peace of mind and prevents you from going into debt when life throws you a curveball. And finally, lesson number 10, the best investment you can make is in yourself. Whether it's learning new skills, networking, or pursuing further education, investing in yourself can pay dividends for years to come. It's the one investment that no one can take away from you. These 10 lessons have truly changed my financial life, and I hope they can help you too. Remember, personal finance is a journey, not a destination. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving for financial freedom. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.